Good evening. It is Matt Rogers. It is now the 6th of March 2025. On these broadcasts, we speak of Planet X, Nibiru, Wormwood Star, Hercules, the Red Dragon, the Frightener, the coming cataclysms, a space intruder that is heading into our solar system, causing a flyby, a pole shift, a crossing through our solar system. Now these names you can see on the screen are these dedicated people working very hard in the scientific community in the Planet X Nibiru communities, showing very important particular pictures, studies of the skies, changes of the skies, strange entities and formations, planets, red refractions of light from Hercules. Please again look very carefully at this information as we speak about the phenomena, the truth of Wormwood Star Planet X. Please remember, folks, that this information is a shot out of the dark, talking about Nibiru Planet X, as the governments across the world want to continue to hide this serious information. Indeed, folks, many people in our Nibiru Planet X community know that something has changed with our sun, because many years ago we could always remember as well through the daytime skies of our sun being a golden refraction of light, but now we're starting to see this torch, Fresnel lens, solar simulator showing up through the skies, a different kind of light source, because as the Planet X system is in front of the sun, our sun becomes and changes into darkness. This message is very serious. To everybody noticing the sunrise, please watch those strange geoengineering small planes move in front of the sun to cover up the second sun, the binary sun, Nemesis, from the mini solar system that has entered our solar system. Again, when I say serious, I mean very, very serious. Something is going on. Because many years ago, we used to see the sun like this. Even way back in 1994. A very important thing to remember is that humanity, to this very moment, to this very time, all across the world, just minding their own business, doing their daily activities, when something is going on, the elites, the governments, are doing something deep underground. Now to this year alone, folks, in 2025, our prices, our bills, our taxes, working very hard, is being, again, by the governments, are taking away far too much money. Where is all this money going, folks? Think about it. Because again, the information tells that these military bases deep underground, they're building these structures. Now, why are they doing this? Are they doing this again because of a coming cataclysm of a space object that is heading our way through our solar system that will indeed cause a pole shift? See, these deep underground military bases are connected. Think about it. How much money has gone into building these bases? Trillions and trillions of dollars have gone missing. They use monorails that go up to Mach 2 of speeds that can reach different deep underground military bases across different parts and different countries within 1 to 2 hours. This is real, folks. This is how they think they can survive the coming catastrophes. When you think about it as well, of every single piece of evidence through the news media for the past 10 years, looking very closely at the observations in detail of governments, of what has been happening as well. Indeed, they're trying to cover up and cover up. The main issue is that they have been building these underground bases with these huge blast doors as well, thinking that they're going to be safe down there as well. So they know that we're in a binary system. They know about the coming of Nemesis with Nibiru, Planet X. They know also that they're milking the system, our taxpayers' money, through our hard work. And today as well, things are changing. There's many people as well that are talking about, you can see the videos, that something has changed. It wasn't the same as it was before. Even in the 1990s, things were so different within the golden years. But now as well, things are so expensive. And also other situations that the government seems to just completely turn their backs and keep on lying to what is going on. Please again, think out the box. Take a step back, because you'll notice that every time we see the news media repeat themselves by different stories and broadcasts, they're explaining with the governments that again as well of a situation just to cover up the biggest event in humanity, Planet X Nibiru. Believe it or not, folks, to this very day, what we're seeing is a huge mountainside in the United States of America, but just behind the wall of the mountain is a huge, deep underground military base. Let's take a moment and think out the box here, folks. Because with all the wars that are happening across the world right now, through Europe, and also the governments fighting and talking as well from the United States of America to other countries and so on. But also, when you turn your back and have a good look into your pockets, the prices for everything is absolutely phenomenal. What is going on? Because, again, the information suggests that they're still building those deep underground military bases to this very hour. I mean, for instance, look at this picture of this huge blast door. A huge concrete door that could hold a blast of a size they think of a huge asteroid, space rocks, something cosmic that's headed into our solar system. They think as well, the governments, the elites, with this door shut tight, they think as well they're all going to be saved. See, once the door is shut and those officials, those politicians and governments are behind the door, it becomes a tomb. Indeed, look at the size of these drilling tools through, again, underground, through below cities. See, not only are there underground military bases in the United States, but these deep underground military bases have capabilities to command and control troops, missiles and equipment. Believe it or not, folks, there are also underground hangars for aircraft, military tools, weapons and missiles. When you think about deep underground military bases, you might only think of it as a safe place for people of power to ride out whatever is happening above ground, which of course is true. However, the possibilities and the capabilities are extraordinary. As for the training involved of underground combat capabilities, we likely know of a few deep underground bases due to the security reasons. Why would they build these structures deep underground? Because indeed they know the establishment, the scientific community, using the SPT telescope down at the South Pole, they've seen the sightings of Planet X, the destroyer Nemesis. What we're seeing on the screen here is complexes all across the United States of America, deep underground. These complexes as well showing up areas of view sites of where they use these monorails, these trains, again moving at Mach 2 with politicians and also government officials, the elites, to different destinations deep underground as the coming cataclysm, Nibiru, Planet X, has entered our solar system They're ready for this, folks. And like I stated in the video at the beginning, that the food prices and also the bills and also living now for 2025 is absolutely hard work. It wasn't like this way back in the 1990s. Things were so different. Also, we are aware of steps of armed forces are taken to be well trained in this warfare. It's a entirely different world below ground. Again, think about it. We all started to see the build-up of the geoengineering way back in 2016, and it's got completely worse. But again, humanity have got so used to this because the media don't speak about it. But the weather phenomena of hurricanes, the volcanic build-up as well, under the oceans and across different parts of the world, has changed. Weather phenomena. Lots of different things are happening now. But still the media turn a blind eye because the governments across the world do not wish for the masses to know. They do not want mass panic. See, for the rest of the part, the Department of Defense handles deep underground military bases. However, the Department of Defense does not control all of them. For example, the different department handles the Mount Weather Emergency Operations Center. These connections as well. Again, as the prices are up, the taxpayers, again, they're being milked by the government. All because those government officials across the world, behind closed doors, are talking about this phenomena. Everything you see on the screen through the media is just telltales. Again, they just don't want you to see what is absolutely of truth happening right now. So what they're saying to all of us, folks, if your name's not on the list, you're not coming in. Closing their doors. But indeed, the truth is, nobody will survive the coming cataclysms of Planet X, Hercules. Like Carlos Munoz Ferrara, the Chilean astronomer, spoke about and saw the sightings, the phenomena of Hercules, Planet X, that indeed spoke about that people will see it as well from ground zero, around about 14 million kilometers away from the Earth, the black sun, the black star. See, with the observations, and also seeing the binocular telescope and the SPT telescope, they nickname the wedding cake, down at the South Pole in Antarctica, explain. They've seen the sightings. We saw the captures in 2012. Think about it. Why on earth would they build deep underground military bases? Why would they build a telescope way out there as well in Antarctica, in an area with no population, for people not to be able to see? Again, the SPT telescope was built for us, for the public, for public viewing. But all of a sudden now, everything's gone private. Something is going on. Something is happening. The thing is, they've been getting ready for a long time now, folks. See, what we're seeing on the screen here, for instance, is the Mount Weather Emergency Operations Center located in Bridge Reach Mountains. Now, this is the ridge of the Blue Ridge Mountains, an installation for the Department of Homeland Security. FEMA handles the above ground installations and training. Also, below ground accommodations are for the presidents of the United States and the vital government officials in case of a coming cataclysm. See, think of the Mount Weather Emergency Operations Center as setting for the apocalyptic situation, although some government officials went to the installation during the 9/11 attacks. They've modified these huge buildings as well. There has also been information way back in World War II that the sightings of Planet X, Nibiru, again through a telescope, was picked up of the astronomical beam of red, the colours and apparitions through cloud systems. See, again, of those years in the 1940s, the United States had concerned about having to place to evacuate in a case of an emergency, a catastrophe. The United States government built Raven Rock inside a mountain, the facility of self-contained city with a fire department and services for themselves, those politicians. Also, a dining area, medical facilities are part of the structure. Think this facility as a fully functioning underground city. Raven Rock lost its charm during the Cold War in the 1990s, but the facility is back in action since the attack of September the 11th. Today, Raven Rock, which is 650 acres and a facility, is a deep underground military base. This base works as nuclear shelters and a place to command the country in event of a crisis. The facility is in Pennsylvania and it's near the Blue Ridge Summit. Publicly, there is agencies involved with this deep underground military base. Again, this is what the bases look like now. Today, the complex is a deep underground military base located in Colorado Springs. The Air Force Space Command handles the facility, although it is a joint effort with other government organizations. They also have deep underground military bases in the scientific community, deep underwater. Conclusion: they're looking at the volcanic activity under the ocean bed, picking up the calculations. Because again, the volcanic activity has become more aggressive through the different years. Okay folks, whilst taking a drive with this particular photograph in 2023, think about it. While there are military bases worldwide, here also in the United Kingdom and other countries, there are 3 recognizable underground military bases in the United States. The Mount Weather Emergency Operations Center is a Department of Homeland Security installation. The underground base is where vital government officers go to also, if in case of a huge coming cataclysm. So indeed folks, think about it. When you're walking around minding your own business, doing your daily activities, going to work, going in and out those shops, providing for your families, being heavily taxed because the prices of everything now is skyrocket high. But indeed as well, they're using the taxpayers' money to build those deep underground military bases. So think about it as we're all walking around oblivious to what is actually happening deep underground. Why are they doing this? Again, think about it. To hide, because they know something is coming through our solar system that will indeed cause a huge pole shift. Nibiru, Planet X. So believe me folks, they do not want this information to come out just like a shot in the dark, because they know by using the SPT telescope something has been sighted. So thank you for watching again. I'm going to come back to you tomorrow because tonight I'm going to use the telescope to pick up other formations and other phenomena on a very clear night where we can see the very clear stars, planetary formations. Kindest regards to all of you in our Planet X Nibiru community from Matt Rogers.